Welcome to the Respectful Divorce Podcast. If you are considering a divorce, it is important to know that you have options for how you divorce. On the Respectful Divorce Podcast, we explore those options and provide advice from divorce professionals. We will also talk with divorce clients about what went right and what went wrong in their divorce. On today's edition of the Respectful Divorce Podcast, we are talking with Cathy Daigle, a divorce financial professional in California and in Vermont. She has helped train divorce financial professionals for many years. Now here's our host, Tim Crouch, with today's podcast.
We're talking today with Cathy Daigle. Cathy is a divorce financial professional working with clients in California and Vermont. She has been an active leader in the collaborative community, helping to grow the movement around the country and around the world. Cathy, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Tim, for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So let's start with the fact that you're a divorce financial professional in California and in Vermont, opposite ends of the country. How did that happen?
Well, it's been a long journey. I've been practicing in collaborative divorce for over 20 years. I've been an early adopter. And living in California, the melting pot created an opportunity for me to get involved. However, my family of origin and my birth state is Vermont in northern New England. So after all these years, my husband Scott and I decided to venture back to Vermont insofar as buying a condo in a vacation property, a second home for us. And this was about 3 or 4 years ago. And doing that, I made it a very intentional point of mine to meet the Collaborative Practice Vermont group. And in doing so, that launched my journey into the Vermont Practice group. I was able to bring some gifts to the Vermont group, and one of those is a public service workshop that we in California had developed, a number of years ago. It's called Divorce Options. It's a way to explore the different divorce options or different choices people have for divorcing in your state. So I was able to introduce that to the Vermont group, and it really formed a bond and a way to share our knowledge and experience.
So you've been a trainer in the collaborative movement. What does that mean? What do you do when you train collaborative professionals?
Training collaborative professionals can be broad and deep. It's really about the process, collaborative divorce process, and what remains the same and what might be different among all the professionals practicing. And as you know, in the divorce process, it is a legal process. We do have legal professionals, lawyers. We also have mental health professionals to help us with the communications and also co-parenting plans, as well as a financial professional, which is a neutral role, helping to educate the family on their finances. My role as a financial professional evolved into a trainer. And what that meant for me as an early adopter of collaborative divorce is I had the opportunity to help shape and mold the financial role as it evolved throughout North America and the world. So what it means to be a trainer, it's really training all the professionals about the neutral role of the financial professional. There's a lot of strengths that comes from the neutral role. And even simple tasks for the couple as gathering the financial data together is a way for them to bond and a way for them to problem solve together. It's actually doing something together and building trust in the process. So even basic elementary pieces in our training start with the basic as we build a foundation. And then the depth of my training goes into the financial role, where we do break down the process steps. We develop structure, and a signature of mine is the roadmap. Who's on first? Who do we know is doing what? Who's doing what by when? And so it's a way that the neutral, along with the mental health professional, when they're in a neutral role, that we can help create structure and ensure that the training has fundamental concepts that become foundational moving forward. It's the commonalities of wherever we practice collaborative divorce in the world. That financial neutral can jump right in and help the family in ways that are successful.
So, in a collaborative case, getting down to some very specific kinds of things, what are the things that you do as the financial professional to help the clients through the divorce process?
That's a really good question. There's very specific and unique things the financial professional brings to the table. And initially, it's creating a safe place for the couple to come in and have a conversation. Nowadays, during the pandemic, we're operating on Zoom. And so the couple could be in different rooms, different houses, but we're all on the Zoom screen as we work to build the foundation. One of our primary focuses right up front is to gather and organize the financial data. This is an educational process, and again, an opportunity for the couple to share tasks and look for their strengths. Who's been the one who's been paying the bills in the family? Are we able to balance out the playing field in a way that is educational so that both spouses feel comfortable in making the decision? So education and leveling the playing field are two primary pieces of our role as well.
And as I sort of understand some of that, it's that there's also this question of what does my financial future look like post-divorce, and that you as the financial professional will help people to look at different budgets and how they would operate after the divorce is over.
That's a really good point to point out in the educational process, not only looking at the upfront and obvious ramifications, financially speaking, after a settlement, but we also take a look at the future estimates. Does this settlement look affordable? Oftentimes we find that the woman, for example, is very attached to the home and really wants to keep the home at all costs. We often find by modeling, using a financial planning tool to show the future a little bit, we don't project out too far due to the speculative nature, but say you go out 10 years, 5 or 10 years out, what might that look like financially speaking? Could that woman afford to keep the home? If it doesn't look financially feasible, it gives us an opportunity to go back to the drawing board before an agreement's reached, so that we can fine tune and tweak the settlement so that it's affordable for both spouses and the family going forward. Tim, you mentioned budgets, and that's really an important part. Our spending patterns vary between the spouses and also among the family members. One of the things I find really helpful, and the parents and the spouses find value in it, is that when we carve out the kids' expenses and itemize those kids' expenses to the best of our ability by child, so that we can really get a sense of what the child's support needs are and what they're based upon. So that comes in helpful. But budgets and spending patterns and looking in the future is really a nice tool that can help solidify and make durable agreements that stick.
Yeah, and it seems to me that the role of the financial neutral is a key role to accomplishing the goal of divorcing with respect. Would you agree with that?
I agree. The neutral role is a way to make sense of it all, make it a safe place. And divorce with respect brings in family values and beliefs. They're on the forefront of everyone today, especially during the pandemic. These values are rising to levels we haven't heard of before. People are really wanting to consciously uncouple in new ways. They're talking to me about restructuring their family. They want to know if they can take a problem-solving approach to their divorce rather than fighting a battle. In this Divorce with Respect Week, I'm proud to participate. There's more than 200 professionals legal, mental health, and financial, offering to provide 30-minute Zoom consultations for those who sign up in advance. This is a powerful opportunity just to get information to help gain clarity on what next steps may be. I must say this 30-minute consultation is worth its weight in Bitcoin. If you know somebody who might benefit from gaining knowledge and clarity before taking their next step to pursue a divorce, Divorce with Respect Week offers the opportunity.
And you go to www.divorcewithrespectweek.com to sign up. We've been talking with Cathy Daigle, who is a divorce financial professional in California and Vermont. Cathy, what is your website if anyone is wanting to get more information about you?
Yes, my website is www.cathydaigle.com. That's Cathy with a C, C-A-T-H-Y, Daigle, D like David, A-I-G-L-E, cathydaigle.com. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Cathy. And a link to Cathy's website are in the show notes.
Thanks for joining us for the Respectful Divorce Podcast.